Okay, I've got a quick review this time. I've reviewed products by Perixx before. It's a German company. This is one of their cables under the Axxbiz, I think I'm saying that right, Axxbiz brand, but it is made by Perixx. It's a CableBiz-A002. It's a super speed, basically USB 3.0, Type A male to Type A male. So basically it has the same type of ends on each side. The standard male A ends, which is a type you plug into, like, say, your computer or whatever, it has one on each end. So if you need to go from a device that has a standard USB 3 end to another device that has a USB A end, standard USB 3 end, then you can with this cable. They also do various other cables, such as a cable which has a standard male A end on one end, then a mini or micro end on the other end, or one with a regular 3.0 male A end on one side. Then on the other end of the cable you have a USB-C type, which is a new type. And they also do lightning cables, including lightning charging cables, which are the type of cables you use on like the newer model iPads or iPhones. There is one with a lightning cable end, which also has a little LED indicator to show how far charged your iPad or iPhone is. That looks pretty neat, although I haven't reviewed it or tried it myself. So let's take a look. This cable is 2 meters long. It's a maximum charge current of 900 milliamps. So it has a maximum of 900, so it will depend upon your device. Your device, if it's too slow, the device itself you're charging, it won't get as much as 900. But if your device is compatible with 900 or higher, then this cable is capable of getting a 900 mA wattage, and it has a USB 3.0 super speed of 5 gigabits a second. So it is a full 5 gigabits a second USB 3.0 cable with maximum charge of 900, and it's 2 meters long, and the ends are gold plated as well. Some people don't like gold plated ends, some people swear by them. If you not really a person who looks for gold ends, it doesn't matter, it's got it, that's a bonus, whatever. And if you're a person that likes gold ended cables, this has it. Now I'll turn it over to the back and see what it says. Then in a minute I'll show it to you just plugged into a device to show you if it's sturdy or not, if it's too loose, too wobbly or whatever in the port. And let me just turn it over a sec. There really isn't much to see on the back. We have the fact that it's a super speed USB 3.0 USB-A to USB-A cable, and it says that in various languages. It says English, German, French, Spanish, Italian, etc. There's a barcode, then there's some contact information about Perixx, saying Perixx computer GmbH, which I think is kind of like the German equivalent to a limited company or a PLC company or whatever. And then there's a contact phone number there with the country code, and it has information in a few different languages, such as Japanese, I think, things like that. And that's about it. So now I'll open it up, show it to you out of the packet, and then I'll show it to you plugged into a device to show you how sturdy it is. I'm not sure how well you can see this on the screen because I have a broken tripod, so I'm having to film this in a bit of a strange way. But it says Axxbiz, the logo there on each of the ends. As you can probably just about see, it is gold. The end there is gold, and if you look inside, it is blue to show it's USB 3 not USB 2. Not sure well you can see that, but it is blue inside to show it's USB 3. Okay, there it is plugged into a USB wall charger. It's plugged into one of the 4 ports on the RAV power charger that I've reviewed previously. It's fairly firm. It's not really loose and sort of hangs out like some cables or some ports, things like that you do have occasionally. It doesn't hang out really loose where if you even practically breathe on it, it'll drop out. It's not that loose, it's fairly firm. I would have liked it to be a little firmer, a little bit more stable in there, but it's not too bad. I'll see if I can shake it. Now, I've tried this on multiple devices to make sure. Of course, I didn't just use this in one device to test it. I've tested it in a few devices to make sure that it's not the port on the device, that it is cable. Now, what I want to tell you is it's not extremely loose, it's more than usable. But if you're looking for a cable that's nice and firm in there, doesn't really shake at all, it's nice and solid, then maybe isn't the cable for you. It's more than usable, especially when you look at the price. You can get it quite cheap on Amazon, this cable. But it's more than usable, it's absolutely fine, and I don't think you'll have really any problems with it. But just for those people that are really looking for the most solid cable they can find, you saw it rocking a little bit in that RAV power charger. Well, this is a 13-inch Retina MacBook Pro, and normally when I plug a cable into the port on this device, it's pretty firm and solid and doesn't move too much. Well, let's have a look. Okay, so as you can see, there is a little bit of movement. Now, it's pretty normal. Cables will have a little jiggle if you give it a good shake, but I know that often people are looking for cables that will sit in nice and firm and will really sort of grasp in there, hold to the sides nice and firm, and there isn't really any give. And I have had cables like that you put it in and there isn't really any movement, any friction. It's in there pretty solid, and that's what some people like. Now, this is a very small amount of movement. It goes right into the MacBook, and it's just a little wiggle, and I don't think that's going to hurt you. I think that's going to be absolutely fine. I just really want to draw your attention to that in case that's not what you expect or want from a cable. If you want a cable that is as firm as a rock inside that port, then this does have a bit of movement, but not much. I don't think it's going to give you any problems. I think the connection's going to be fine. Well, the connection is fine. I haven't had any problem using it. The connection's fine. The connection's solid. And it's not going to easily drop out. If you move the laptop a bit or move the cable a bit, it ain't going to suddenly fly out. It's in there firm enough. But I just thought I'd just sort of show you how firm it is in the port to be thorough here. Okay, I will put the price in the description if you're watching this on YouTube, and it will be a text overlay on top of this video as well of what price you can get it in pounds, and I'll try to put the US dollar price as well. It is a good cable, 2-meter cable that's high speed and good wattage, good milliamps for charging your devices if that's what you're using it for. It's 5 gigabits a second transfer speed, USB 3.0. Of course, the devices you use it on has to be 3.0 to get that speed, of course. And it's gold plated, which is a bonus because a lot of cables might be USB 3.0, they might be 5 gigabits a second, but they won't be gold plated. And if that's something you like, that's a nice little bonus for a decently good priced cable. So you're getting a gold plated USB 3.0 2-meter 900 milliamp cable from Perixx for a good price, and it's firm. More than firm enough, just depends upon how fussy you are over that. And the packaging, I haven't mentioned this yet, but the packet it came in is one of those sort of vacuum sealed packets that you don't rip it open, you pull it open, then you can put the cable, if you sort of tie the cable back up or whatever, or position it right, you can shove it back in there and seal the top just by squeezing it with your fingers. So you can reuse the packet. You can use the packet to store it in if that's what you want. So I hope this has been useful, seeing the cable out of the packet, seeing it plugged into the device, seeing it wobbled. I've told you about its specs and the fact it's gold plated. I hope that's been useful to you. Thanks for watching. Please like and comment on this video, and if you could do me a huge favour and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as it'll only take a few seconds and will help me out a lot. Thanks.